God, he's one of those thirsty boys, isn't it? He's gonna be like, I donated $100. Will you go on a date with me? Take it all. Take all my money. Hello, friends, and welcome back to ReddX, your source for the freshest daily cringe content anywhere on the internet. Promise, swearsies, it's just a fact, and it's totally science. Go ahead and look it up, please and thank you. Today we're jumping back into that r/NeckbeardStories. Actually, I think it's Tales of Neckbeards, but it's really from my personal subreddit, r/ReddX reads. But never mind that, none too much. It is the Resistbeard saga. I was surprised by how many people were actually interested in a story about Ingress, which is a mobile game that you apparently have to walk around to play, which just seems crazy to me. That's like that alternative reality that lets me know that we're truly living in a cyberpunk dystopia sometimes. When your phone's charged, at the very least. The story has actually been developing before my very eyes in the Discord, and it is pretty unsettling the lengths that this beard has gone to keep track of our OP. And I do mean that quite literally. I don't know if it's going to be brought up in this story, so I'm not going to spoil that little foreshadowing too much for you, but oh my god, man. This guy is definitely a creep, and he deserves the worst. We didn't get to see too much of it in the prologue, but I think that he'll prove that today. So let's go ahead, we'll get some plugs and disclaimers out of the way, and then we will dive right into some of this Neckbeard Stories cringe. Resistbeard Saga, Chapter 1, From the Scanner to the Stream. Very mild, not safe for work warning. Is the title referencing something that I just don't get the reference? I don't know what's going on. But regardless, we are happy to see you back, OP. Hey y'all, it's your gal Ada Dism. Hey Ada Dism, like I said, lovely to see you. Finally, it is time for a follow-up to the first part / prologue of Resistbeard, and that playlist down in the description and also the comments for you guys. I'm sorry for leaving off on a cliffhanger last time. There is just a lot to unpack here, and I mean a lot. The initial run-in led to a week just full of absolute chaos brought on by the beard himself. See, this is what we get from social interactions. I can't do it anymore, man. Writing it all down has made me realize just how poor the choices that I made were, and also that I easily could have avoided everything had I just grown a spine. That's fair, seems to happen to a lot of OPs, but honestly, confrontation can be a dangerous thing. So in the moment, when you're talking to him, just be like, oh yeah, that's great. They ask for your info, be like, I don't have a phone. He's like, it's right there in your hand. I'm like, nah, this is my brother's phone, my mom's phone. You can't text me, that's all I'm saying. Or block. Blocking always works too. The prologue can be found here, as I said, links down below. This is a throwaway account. Sadly, the beard of this tale is stalking my main Reddit account, as well as pretty much all of my other social medias. Well, that's just a barrel of worms that you can't put the monkeys back in. You know what I'm saying? I'm somewhat new to Reddit, so if there are any formatting errors, please forgive me. On top of that, I also apologize for my horrible writing. English is my first language, so I don't really have an excuse. But you apologized for it, and that lets me know that the writing is going to be at least above average, and it seems like people are pretty invested in this story. It got shared around quite a little bit. Just believe in yourself. That's all I'm saying. Also, hey ReddX. Hi again. I'm still here. Thanks so much for reading my story. I actually didn't mean to post it in your subreddit. I meant to put it on r/NeckbeardStories. However, a mix-up involving being in a small hurry, countless browser tabs, and a lack of sleep resulted in it being put in r/ReddX reads. I'm just gonna run with it though. You seem like an awesome dude from my binging of your videos ever since hearing about you, and I hope that you're doing well. I am doing ecstatically wonderful. December depression is fading away. I've got a lot of irons in the fire and stuff, but that's kind of how I like it. And I'm also honored that I could be one of the browser tabs that you confused for r/neckbeardstories. Perhaps it is a coincidence. Perhaps it is kismet. I cannot yet say, although I have seen you lurking in the Discord, and I definitely do appreciate that. So yes, from my mouth to your ear, welcome to the community. If you want, you can refer to me as Ada or Dizzy. It's less of a mouthful than Adadism. I like Dizzy. That's fun. Anyways, Ingress. It's a fun mobile game, and it is integral to this start of the story. You travel to real-world locations to claim portals for your faction and neutralize enemy portals. You can throw different modifications and modules onto them to allow you to get more items from the portals or to protect them from attacks, etc. It's like chess meets Capture the Flag meets King of the Hill and is all around a pretty fun time. Although this story steers away from the mobile game for a while, it's still the thread that connects quite a lot to this tale. And if you haven't played Ingress before, like I have, you can only really compare it to Pokemon Go. It's made by the same company, Niantic, which I did mention in the first part, but I get the feeling that a lot more people have experience with Pokemon Go than with Ingress. And no, I still haven't given it a try. It requires going outside. That's just asking too much, in my opinion. But let's get into our cast. We've got Mead, SROP, 20-year-old trans woman, standing at about 6'1", skinny as a stick, avid Ingress player, and terminally stupid at times. I'm also too kind for my own good, and frequently get taken advantage of without even realizing it. Too good for this world. Mars is 19 years old, my best friend since childhood, and quite the outgoing guy. He introduced me to Ingress and plays it frequently with me. Dagger is a great friend of mine that I met online about 3 years ago. We both stream on Twitch, and frequently he joins me on my channel to play through weird and questionable games with me for laughs. He's awesome, and honestly I don't know where I'd be without him. He does not play Ingress, however. Hey, that's pretty cool though. I'm trying to get into streaming on Twitch too. Maybe you drop that link once the beard storm passes. You don't mind a little extra foot traffic. I'm sure a bunch of people in the comments and also myself would be glad to check it out. Give you that old ReddX bump as an exchange for letting me read your stories and monetize them. Taz is another friend of mine that I've known since high school and who works at the same place as I do. There's an inside joke in my friend group that the two of us are dating since we spend so much time hanging out together. We sarcastically play along for kicks and giggles. He is not an Ingress player at this part of the story, but he does start playing a little later on. But maybe he's into you though. Like I do get a little frustrated that it's like, oh, they hang out together, they must be dating, because it doesn't have to be that way every single time. But the fact that you guys are both playing along with it, buying in, ooh, I sense a little bit of sparks flying there. If it was never going to happen, then you would say, it's never going to happen. But you're both kind of buying into it like, yeah, I could see it happening. So Paper, Scissors, and Rock are three friends that I met through Dagger who took me under their wing and taught me about streaming. Scissor joins me for my Friday night streams. Paper, Scissors, and I occasionally all stream Stardew Valley together. Oh, that's the comfiest game. I've spent like 200 hours in Stardew. I can't go back. It sucks me in every time. Maybe once I do pull the trigger on the streams, though. Rock is usually pretty busy, but she often tunes into my streams and lurks, sometimes chatting. She doesn't take any trash from anyone and was already pretty suspicious of Resistbeard. None of them play Ingress. So I get the feeling streaming is going to tie pretty heavily into this story. This beard like crashed your streams or something like that. I mean, I get it. You want to share something that you're passionate about, but not with beards. RB is of course short for Resistbeard, the dreaded beard of our story. Flabby, creepy, and checking nearly all the boxes of your common, average, garden variety neckbeard, except for the fact that he goes outside, as I've said. Resistbeard became the bane of my existence online and in person since around 2 months ago. But all that is hopefully soon to end. Oh, you got a master plan? Oh, tell me about your master plan. I want to see a beard get crushed. That makes me feel real good inside. So we're back into the story with the cast list out of the way. Where we last left off, I had created a group chat for Mars, Resistbeard, and myself. Mars and Resistbeard had immediately hit it off, having similar interests and playing a lot of the same games, including Ingress, obviously. What kind of games you guys into? I got a lot of questions here. I mean, really, unless it's like a PvP sweaty boy shooter. That's all I play recently, so I don't know if I could get into it, but I was into indie games for a few years there, and Stardew is one of those indies that just blew up. So it's kind of hard to know where to place Mars and OP on the gaming scale. But I guess that ain't too important. Anyways, that night, Mars and I invited Resistbeard to play some good old Stardew Valley. Ah, so good. It was the one game that I could run reliably that all three of us owned, so we started up our usual multiplayer save, and Resistbeard joined the game. There's nothing that could ruin the good vibes and comfy feels of Stardew Valley, right? Unless there's a beard invasion, but that totally wouldn't happen, right? For those that don't know, Stardew Valley is a really relaxing farming game. You just run a small farm, grow crops, talk to your neighbors. It's just a nice game to unwind with. You can also go delving in the dungeon, getting all these ingredients for sprinklers to automate your farm so you can do more dungeon delving. At least that's how I play Stardew. Again, sweaty boy. So nothing of note happened, though I feel that I should mention that Resistbeard followed my character around almost constantly. Was he new to this or something? I'm trying to give him the benefit of the doubt, but honestly, he was probably just creeping. We stopped after around an hour and made plans to meet up again the next day, so Resistbeard could meet Mars in person and we could all play Ingress together. Despite being on two different teams, that's really nice here. We had chosen a local park to play at, since there were a lot of portals there at the various points of interest around the place. I told him that I couldn't play for very long though, as I had some stuff to do later that day. Resistbeard asked me, what did I have to do? And I told him that I was a small-time Twitch streamer. Again, sharing your passions is great, but I would have kept that one under my hat, bro. I don't want this guy showing up to the stream. Although he hasn't pulled the mask completely off, so I might have been tricked too. I don't know. And indeed, I informed him that I had a stream planned for later tomorrow. He was instantly interested, asking me what kind of stuff I streamed, how many followers did I have, had I made it to affiliate, etc. He also seemed really excited that a girl he knew was a streamer and a gamer. God, he's one of those thirsty boys, isn't it? He's gonna be like, I donated $100, will you go on a date with me?
Take it all. Take all of my money.
No, I don't know you like that. And really, Twitch affiliate kind of overrated in my estimation. I had the opportunity for affiliate back in like 2018 or 2019, but I refused because in their terms of service, they say that you can't restream your stuff. So I'd have to stop streaming on YouTube, which is how I kind of got moderately big on Twitch, I guess. Dayton Does is my Twitch if you're interested, but I don't know. I might bring it back to life later on, but I don't think I'll ever go for affiliate. I just don't feel like it's the right move to make in the bigger picture. So I explained that I was a variety streamer. I told him that I use a voice changer and I'm sort of like a VTuber that was camera shy. Oh my god, I'm so inspired by all these VTuber stories popping up recently. It is a sign, surely, from up above that I need to get back into streaming ASAP. Really, it was only because my PC was nowhere near powerful enough to run a VTuber software alongside a game, or even at all, really. That's too bad. I am surprised by how resource intensive it is, too. But really, small steps, you know, as long as your personality is on point, the avatar stuff could come a little later on. On stream, I took on the persona of a robot/cyborg, and I try my best to stay in character. I really enjoy putting on a show for anyone that tunes in to my streams. Well, now I'm even more interested. What does a robot cyborg act like? What do you talk about, like computer chips or something? I'm gonna go have a snack, a bowl of computer chips.
Here is my impression of a microwave. Brrrr. Ding.
It's a terrible joke. Mars was pumped for tomorrow. I had a weird feeling, though I chalked it up to the fact that I wasn't very productive that day. You know, that guilty feeling that you get when you do nothing but play around all day? Yeah, it kind of felt like that. Oh my god, you're basically describing my life. It seems like I always have to do something to push the ball forward, or else I'm like, yeah, the day was a total wash. Okay, I watched Suits for 8 hours on Netflix. What is that gonna do for me? It's a waste. Oh god, but I can't help myself sometimes. I tabbed out a Telegram, opened up Discord, and sent a message to Dagger, asking him if he was good to go for the stream tomorrow. We'd been planning to continue our playthrough of this weird little foreign game about a guy and evil slime creatures on my Twitch channel. If you know, then you know. Yeah, it's Slime Rancher for sure. It's not Slime Rancher at all. Dagger described it as a deep experience that questions if you're still you after losing your humanity, but also like a game pandering to a certain spectrum of furries. Oh, well, yeah, I think I could do without knowing what it is. I don't think I would dive into that one willingly. As uncomfortable and as weird as the game was at times, we both enjoyed poking fun at it as we played through it, and it always seemed to draw in viewers, so it was perfect to stream. Yeah, don't sleep on little games and stuff like that. I think the best streams that I ever had were done on Warframe, which is kind of a big game, but, you know, stuff like Battle Brothers or Hammerwatch also tended to compete, at least back at that time. I don't know what the scene's looking like nowadays, but I bet if I went, I could totally get back into it. But not with a furry game. There are some lines I don't cross. So Dagger said that, yeah, he was good to go for tomorrow, and to just message him an hour before we started. Logging off, I got ready for bed and went to sleep. That weird feeling was still with me. I now realize that that was a gut feeling. I had made a terrible mistake by telling that beard about my online presence. But how could you know? Like I said, I might have been tricked too. He hadn't really unveiled the creepiness. Like, okay, he followed you around in Stardew, that's not a crime, but yeah, I think we should just listen to the gut feeling. You saw him at the park, got some sus vibes, that's it. We don't need to interact anymore. Cut it off before it starts. But really, I would argue that any of us could have gotten caught in a trap like this. So I woke up the next morning and checked my Discord and emails, keeping tabs on everything and intending to send some good morning messages to a few friends, as I normally do. I know it may sound like I'm pretty invested in my online life, and honestly I am, I won't lie. I'm probably a bit too invested. Hey, you're preaching to the choir again. I don't know what to say. Do what makes you happy. Overnight, someone new had joined my Discord server, and they even sent a few messages. Of course, it was, Resistbeard. Resistbeard.
Found ya, winky face. It's Resistbeard. Nice server. People comfy.
OP. Welcome. I hope you have fun. Everyone in here is super relaxed. I put down my phone and went through my morning routine. By the time I finished, Resistbeard had struck up a conversation with someone else in the server and had sent me a direct message. Resistbeard.
When's your stream today?
OP. 5 p.m. It says right there on my stream schedule. I'll be playing a silly little game with Dagger. Resistbeard.
Oh, Could I maybe join you both?
All right, now you're already overstepping your boundaries. Please, wait to be invited, thank you. OP, sorry, but I'm afraid not. My rules specifically state not to ask for any special treatment, and that I don't do any sort of fan service like inviting random people into the stream voice call. You can watch the stream and talk in the chat, though. A very good boundary. Draw that line in the sand and hold it whatever you do, OP. I'm rooting for you. Resistbeard starts the begging.
Please, I'm not a random person, right?
Yes, you are. We met at the park yesterday. It's about as random as it gets, bro. OP holds steady and says, sorry, but no. Resistbeard.
All right. I apologize for bugging you.
OP, thank you for understanding. Resistbeard.
I'll see you at the park.
OP, yep, see you then. Slight red flag, but then again, a few people have asked things like this before, so I just brushed it off. That's one of those things that I would try to brush off, but it does show like a pretty clear lack of respect. Really, if I wanted you on the stream, then you would be on the stream, right? If I just let in everybody who asked, then we'd have 50 voices talking in a stream and it would just be a total dumpster fire, or even more of a dumpster fire than it usually is, as is the case when it comes to my streams. So, after my online classes that I had this morning, I got into my car and headed for Mars's house, both to change my clothes and to pick him up to go to the park. Mars was excited and geeking out like you would not believe. Meanwhile, I was just mumbling along to some music as we drove. Mars' phone went off and he checked it. Mars, hey, Resistbeard wants to meet up by the band shell. OP, got it. A few minutes later, we had arrived. I parked by the concert bowl, and sure enough, standing right in front of it was Resistbeard, tapping away on his phone, no doubt already playing Ingress. He glanced up in our direction when we got out of the car. Resistbeard.
OP, what's up?
OP, nothing much. You? Resistbeard.
Just ingressing.
Mars. Hi, I'm Mars. You're Resistbeard, right? Resistbeard.
Yeah, it's good to finally meet you in the flesh.
I really want there to be a bromance blossoming here. You know, a little more reforming a neckbeard, but I just know that that is not what's going to happen. So now it's just a matter of sitting back and seeing how it devolves. Mars walked closer to Resistbeard meanwhile, and I stayed by my car, making sure that I had everything in my backpack. Once I was absolutely sure, I shut the door and locked it. OP. So, according to the IITC is a companion website/app that shows the global map of portals and their stats. In-game, you can only see about a quarter to a half a mile in any direction, and you can't zoom out that much. There are a few portals already claimed, all by some Smurf player named Shady Salesman. Resistbeard.
I would avoid those portals. They're all maxed out and have Aegis shields on them. I doubt any of you or Mars's low-level XMP bursters could even dent the resonators on them.
Boy, this is some hardcore nerdery. If I heard some people talking like this in the park, I'd be like, what the hell is going on? But I guess if you're into Ingress, you know what they're talking about. Mars. Okay, what about Ultra Strikes? Resistbeard.
Doubt it. You need hundreds of low-tier U-strikes, I'd imagine.
OP. So then we just claim the neutral portals and hopefully throw up a field. Resistbeard.
That's your best bet. I'm gonna hang with you two.
Mars. Sounds good. Already a little sus. I'm pretty sure that Resistbeard is going to start doing some shady stuff to get ahead in this game that has no consequence in real life. Shun your potential real life friends in favor of a mobile phone game. Sounds like a neckbeard move. And thus began our awkward trek around the park, using the Ingress scanner app on our phones to claim portals. Resistbeard really just kind of hung around. He would sometimes claim a portal or give us pointers. One that sticks with me because of the absurdity of the phrasing is to remember
not to pineapple a portal.
At the time, I didn't understand what he meant, but after some research, I realized that pineappling means to place your resonators really close to the portal, making them extremely easy for an enemy to destroy them all at once. Okay, but why pineapples? This method was invented by SpongeBob. He seemed really nice, like a quirky guy who only meant well, who was trying to show some new Ingress agents the ropes. After a while, Mars headed to the bathroom, leaving Resistbeard and I alone. Just being alone with him again made me a little uncomfortable. He seemed to look me up and down, like he was sizing me up. Resistbeard,
OP, do you know what quantum capsules are?
OP? No. What are they? Resistbeard,
You can put items in them, and it'll duplicate some of them after a day or two. I have a few extra if you want them.
OP? Sure. You could split up the extra between Mars and I. Resistbeard,
I have 4 extra. 2 won't do very much.
OP? Okay, but it'd still do something, right? And eventually I'll get more by playing, correct? Resistbeard,
Yeah, but I'd rather just give them to you.
showing a little bit of favoritism. I totally wasn't going to go on a date with him, but then he gave me some quantum capsules. Is that what they call roofies? No, is
Uh-oh. Here come the roofies.
it's an Ingress thing. Oh, God. OP, could you please split the 4 between Mars and I? Resistbeard,
Fine.
Resistbeard sighed, taking a drink from his water bottle. I sat down on a bench, and Resistbeard sat down next to me. Resistbeard,
OP.
OP, yes. Resistbeard,
Did you know there's an Ingress anime?
oh man. The mask is slipping further and further, dude. Is this the point where we turn around and run? I can't say that I would have run at this point yet either. I'd be like, okay, awkward guy, but we'll just play this out. While I'm not the biggest anime fan, I do watch some series, mainly short ones. I can't stick to a single show for very long, and I usually get bored of it within the first 15 episodes if it just doesn't click with me. An anime tie-in with a mobile game sounded like something my speed. OP? No? That's pretty cool though. What's the story like? Resistbeard went into a long explanation about the show and even spoiled the ending. Much to my disappointment. During the beard's summary, little flecks of spittle flew from his mouth, some landing on my glasses and face. Ugh, gross. Yeah, I don't think this guy's gonna last for very long. The very thin social veneer that he was able to uphold has been completely shattered within 5 minutes alone with him. Also, what happened to social distancing? Don't sit next to that guy who's spitting all over you. At least distancing is a good excuse. You're like, hey, sit way over there. Okay, thanks. Anyways, Mars had returned from the restroom. He tried to politely wait for Resistbeard to finish talking, but a minute later, he finally spoke up. Mars,
Hey, I'm back. What are you two talking about?
Resistbeard looked visibly upset that Mars had interrupted him. Resistbeard,
I was just telling OP about the Ingress anime.
Mars,
Whoa, there's an anime?
Resistbeard,
Yeah, OP kind of looks like the character Sarah Coppola, but with brown hair.
I later looked up that character, and personally, I do not see the resemblance. Heck, my hair's way shorter, aside from just being a different color. On top of that, my eyes aren't gray. But OP didn't know that yet. OP, I do? Resistbeard.
Yeah.
Mars paused for a moment before answering. Mars, that's, pretty neat. Yeah, real friggin' neato, guy. It's generally not a good idea to compare real-life people with anime characters, especially when they haven't even seen the anime. It's just awkward for everybody. But OP brushed it off and stood up, switching my phone back over to the Ingress scanner. OP, wanna get back to playing? I only have about a half hour more before I need to head home. Both Mars and Resistbeard agreed, and off we went again. Resistbeard continued to give us tips and pointers. When Mars and I finally had to leave and had said our goodbyes to Resistbeard, we went to go and hop back into my car, but Resistbeard stopped us, placing a sweaty hand on my shoulder. Resistbeard,
OP, Mars, I forgot to give you two something.
I gently removed the beard's hand from my shoulder, turning around. OP, please don't touch me. I don't like it. Resistbeard hesitated for just a second, his face turning red with embarrassment. Resistbeard,
Oh, sorry. My bad. Anyways, those quantum capsules I promised.
I was quick to forgive him. He didn't seem to mean anything aside from trying to be sure that I wouldn't forget about the capsules. Mars, quantum capsules? Why are you giving them away? Aren't they like really difficult to get? Resistbeard,
I have 4 spare that I never use. I want to give them to you and OP.
Mars, sure. 2 for me and 2 for OP? Resistbeard,
Yeah.
Resistbeard looked a tiny bit disappointed that he couldn't give all of the capsules to me. His supposed,
Milady.
Milady? Which is the correct spelling? The first one, I do believe. You could go either way, though. But he still equally divided them up between the two of us. Mars, thanks so much, man. OP, thanks. See you when I see ya. Resistbeard,
See you on Twitch.
oh, that's right. He knows about the stream. This encounter is not over quite yet. I waved as Mars and I got back into my car and drove off. After dropping Mars off at his place and changing, I headed back to my own home. 1 shower, and half an hour later, I sat in front of my laptop, everything all set up for the stream with Dagger. Already, we were in a Discord call, chatting it up and joking about how weird the game that we were about to play was. It was 15 minutes until 5. 15 minutes until we went live. Live at 5. I like that. Too bad the time zone differences here make that really awkward for me. It was now that I received a message from Resistbeard. Resistbeard,
Are you sure that I can't join you and Dagger?
OP, yeah, I'm sure. I apologize, but rules are rules. Resistbeard,
Frowny face.
a frowny face. He sent a freaking frowny face. Was this a subtle attempt at emotional manipulation? Either way, I sort of fell for it. No! The boundary was in place. Just don't respond to the frowny face. Close the chat. God. OP says, well, maybe you can join as a guest on one of my upcoming streams. Resistbeard,
I'd love if you could make that happen.
OP, I'll be streaming Stardew Valley with Paper and Scissors on Friday. I'll ask them if they're okay with you joining. And then you never ask them and just say that they're not, right? That's the only way left to get out of this. 5 minutes until Dagger and I went live. I turned on my voice changer, quickly testing it to make sure it was working properly. Shortly after pressing start streaming, a few people showed up in the chat. My Twitch moderators, Taz among them, and a new face. Who do you think that could be? And if you guessed Resistbeard, you'd be absolutely correct. Why him? Anybody on Twitch? There's so many users on Twitch, but why him? We're in too deep now. Resistbeard announces,
The resistance has arrived. Hi, OP. What's this game about?
Dagger spoke up before I could. Dagger, it's about avoiding sentient goop. I just gave a, yeah. Taz,
So, she's playing as a dude trapped in a facility full of living ooze. She's trying to avoid being consumed and assimilated while also finding a way out.
OP, again, yep, that's the gist of it. Resistbeard,
Is this a furry game?
OP, yeah. Why? Is there something wrong with that? I mean, I'm a furry, but I'm not playing this by choice. Taz gifted it to me as a joke. Resistbeard,
If you don't want to play it, then why do you play it?
OP, because I feel obligated since it was gifted with the request that I play it. Yeah, I used to gift everybody bad rats on my friends list. Super cheap during the Christmas Steam sales, and I'm like, here, now you play this. It's awful. It's a puzzle game with physics that don't work the same 100% of the time. Super frustrating, and I love it, honestly. Resistbeard just says,
Okay.
and Taz says,
I enjoy watching you suffer. What is best in life? To crush your enemies, to see them driven before you, and hear the lamentations of the women.
Crush your enemies, see them driven before you, and to hear the lamentation of the women.
OP? Gee, thanks. Taz and I sarcastically went back and forth for a while. Now, I have a really bad tick. I have a tendency to say cock when I get frustrated. I don't yell it out, but I calmly say it with a slightly irritated tone. This tick of mine seems to encourage Resistbeard. And yeah, now that he's on the internet, with that anonymity, the mask is really going to come off. And Resistbeard supplies,
Why do you keep saying that? Do you like it or something? I would gladly provide.
ugh, kick him. Taz, save us all. OP, no. It's like a catchphrase, I guess. I say it a lot when I fail repeatedly. I really shouldn't have just brushed that off as a crude joke. At the time, it just seemed like middle school level humor. Dagger,
Yeah, you need to press a button that keeps track of how many times you said it. Cock counter, if you will, as well as an oh whoa counter.
Dagger spoke in a dead serious tone, and I couldn't help but snort laugh. The rest of the stream went smoothly, and after about 3 hours, we stopped. Well, after the first outburst, he was good for 3 hours. Man, I don't know. Like I said, I might have let it slip by too. I could honestly see myself getting into this situation, and I don't like that none too much. In hindsight, I was incredibly stupid during all this. There were a couple of very obvious signs of Resistbeard's intentions and beardiness. This whole online side to this made it really hard to get a reading on the beard at the time. I couldn't tell if he was being serious or joking or just being sarcastic half the time. He just seemed like an awkward guy with social anxiety in person, and I related to that. I used to be that person that had a hard time socializing and got constantly nervous when talking to others. I went and ate dinner, and afterwards I returned to find a message from Taz. Taz?
Who is this Resistbeard guy?
OP? Just somebody I met while playing Ingress. Taz?
Rock seems to think he's a bit odd. We both think you should be careful around him.
OP? He honestly seems harmless to me, and just like he's kinda awkward. He was really nice earlier today when Mars and I were with him at the park. Taz?
Okay, I'd still be careful though. Rock and I are going to keep an eye on him in the Discord.
OP? Sounds good, but I doubt that's really needed. Oh, but it was. Honestly, if people are saying things that make you even slightly uncomfortable in your stream, go ahead and kick them. You'll get better viewers to replace them. Truth is, you don't need to cite a reason or anything. You don't like that person? Okay, they're gone. That's the beauty of creating your own space online, isn't it? You can bend it exactly to your will. So OP asks herself, why was I so nice? Anyone with half a brain would have picked up on the fact that something was off about Resistbeard. Of course, though, I was quick to do some mental gymnastics to try and convince myself that he wasn't a bad person. Maybe it was the fact that he was a fellow Ingress agent. Maybe I was just too nice for my own good. Either way, this trait of mine allowed Resistbeard to worm his way into my online life, which was one of my safe havens where I could be myself. Anyways, I'm gonna end this part here. Not much happens the next day, but the day after, leading up to and including Friday, is something that I wish I could go back and do over differently. I made so many stupid choices, and overall, I was so spineless. Until next time, I've been your OP, and I will see you in the next installment of Resistbeard. A to Dism, aka Dizzy, out. Really, I didn't see a whole lot of spinelessness going on, OP. You drew the line in the sand. All you had to do was hold it. But a freaking frowny face got you. Just like a freaking winky face got Ramtide way back in the Adelaide saga. I mean, I guess he breaks down your defenses or something in the next few parts, and that's really why you're having lamentations about this. There were a lot of points where you could have gotten off the ride, and honestly, if somebody was being sexually suggestive to me in a stream chat, then that's the boot right there. But I don't know how it is streaming as a woman, you know? I'm pretty upfront about me and my wife and my family and all of us being really, really happy together, but I'm pretty upfront about the fact that I'm married and have a very happy family life, and maybe that's why people don't try to shoot their shot with me, even though the audience for this channel is like 50% men, 50% women, but nobody's like coming at me that way. I think they just stick around for my quirky remarks and off-key insights, and, you know, they're like, hey, you seem like a chill dude I'd like to have a beer with. And honestly, I would enjoy that, but since I can't split a beer with you over the internet, I'll have to make do by splitting a beard with you. You know what I'm saying? Oh, God. I do kind of like that joke, actually. Have mercy. But yeah, as it is, I've kicked people out of Stream Chat, Discord, blocked them on Twitter for much, much less than this beard did. So I don't know if I would be 100% caught up in this situation. I was cool. I was rolling with the punches throughout all of the story, but once Resistbeard gets behind the screen, a little bit more anonymity, he really takes the mask off. And yeah, I think that is the point where I would bail and be like, look, dude, you're not welcome here. You might think those things that you're saying is funny, but they ain't okay. I don't know you like that, all right? And it might seem a little bit harsh, but again, it's your stream. You run it how you wanna. Ooh, anyways, I hope that you guys enjoyed this episode. I'm definitely on the edge of my seat for more. I hope that you'll like, comment, and or subscribe. You know, maybe share the video around. That'd be pretty cool. We've also got some links down in the description. Podcasts, super important. You know, playlists if you're looking for a little different flavor. We also got all kinds of plugs. I think I'm going to add my Twitch down there because I'm probably going to pull the trigger either the end of this month or the start of next. I want to get back to that streaming thing. All signs in the universe have been pointing me towards it, and I would be wise to listen. We've also got my social medias down there as well. Please don't stalk me. There's Discord and Twitter and Facebook. We've also got my Patreon. Hey, you can stalk me there. And my gorgeous, wonderful, beautiful, generous patrons. I would like to thank them very much, as I do every episode. So thank you. Robert Waits, Camille Sarah, Jarhead Jerry, Oorah, Logan Wolf, River Jerry, Conrad Ingy, live from a ReddX Industries Secure Hospital Complex, it's COVID Sicky Jerry. Wish him luck, guys, gals, and NB pals. Holy crap, good luck, dude. Danny Jerry Nerdnick, you can make it. I know it. Stay strong for us, man. Captain Clown Jerry, honk honk. We're going to need to send him to the COVID Sicky Jerry, the Secure Hospital Complex. Just to cheer him up, you know. Aaron W, Twisted Chow, Saruano Ash, Cinema Susie, For Auld Lang Syne, Fire Drake, Giggle Jerry, hee hee, Irary, Yignick Security, Never Defid, to some there. It's Something like that. Jari the Pirate, Silent Revolver, the original Jerry, Jerry Kitsune, Matthew Simmons, Satori, 211 Jerry, The Return of Jerry, Adjusty Jargonian Jerry, Alunia, Althea, Anunnaki, Assassin Punk Jerry, Bang Bang, Atheist Jerry, he's so euphoric, Aurora Wildheart, Grizzly, Bailey Joy, Bearded Jerry, watch out for that guy, Billy Mays here, I've come with the power of OxyClean to fight the nasty neckbeards. Rip Billy Mays. Bitch Gremlin, Blade the Hero, Blameless Fish, Blip Blip Jerry, Blue Dubs, welcome to the fold, Commander J Tank, Dennis Dayton, Dinosaur Nightlight, Disposable Waifu, Emergent Jewel, the Jewel, it's emerging. Aaron Lennox, Frozen Over Studio, Fusky, Anti-Jerry Coalition, #free. You get out of here and you never come back. Nah, that's cool. We all free around here, free to be the Jerry that we want to be. Read between the lines. Gypsy, Adrian BR, have a minty new year, Jerry's. I'm Slim Jerry, yes, I'm the real Jerry. All you other Slim Jerry's are just imitating. And the real ReddX, please stand up or something. Irish Pirate, top of the bar, into ya. Itchy Nuts, just scratching, bro. A pimp named J Crisp, yes, you have to say the whole thing. JM Coon, Jennifer Schaefer, Jerry Blacktail, a Jerry Bowberry, Banana Fender for Fairy, a Fee Fi Mary, a Jerry. Jerry Nice, Jerry Evil, the duality of man. Jerry that's more Jerry than the other Jerrys. Jerry the Outlaw Mother Trucker, honk honk. John Hero, John Jerry Jingleheimer Schmidt. Hey, that's my name too. Simpoofa, because if you're poofing, it's free. KJ, you kajow. Crewhee, Miss Monday, Lord Jerryo, leader of the Thunder Jerrys. Lady Dix, Jackets Rule, Melgar the Destroyer, Mr. Carrot 797, Mikola Demikiev, Natari, Nightmare Jerry. Oh no, Gabby Jerry Steve, watch out. Patron Saint of Chicken Nuggies, Saint Jerry, Roman. Phantom of the Pies, Jerrykins and Jerry Beth, Professor Tom Moriarty, Ramtide Lacrimates, Rose Jerry Miller, TSM Kirby, Sarita the Lolita, Saucy Octopus, Silo Imp, welcome to this fold, my friend, Slender Jerry at the 8 pages, Staples, aka Jerry Yeet, Stephanie Goodner, Synaptic Boomstick, Brilliant Tamago, Teddy the Police, Tensa Monster, Tom, but it's the Jerry on the inside that counts, Church, Treeberg, Viking Jerry, we changed the lock on the attic and felt Marble Jerry had chewed through the asbestos and escaped everyone, be safe out there. Yeah, you'll be safe too, Baba Jerry. Chewing on asbestos. What are you doing, silly? What does the beard say? Well, Max, y'all heard about Mr. Jerry? He stole the attic door key and put it in a used waifu pillow. The storyline continues. We got Comrade Mooney Kira, Euro Wizard Jerry, Redwind Goose says honk, Naga Viper, Side Jerry the Cyborg, Saint's Blessing, 2 inches of real alpha male. A normal Jerry. You should add a cat going to the attic, Marble Jerry. You won't fit, but I can give you food and wash water. That's so thoughtful. Hunter of Jerry's, Devourer of all things tasty. It is Tom, Admiral T-Tank, Alunia, Amara, Atomic Jerryzilla, AZ, Babsy Coon, Banished Knight, Barbushka's Irradiated Jam, Broken Spine, Horseradish, the original different Jerry, that's Cake Jerry, California Jerry Girl, Chevron 7 Locked, Chris Meska, Cinnamon Bunny Dog, Corporal Admiral Furry Warrior, Woo Jerry, Crypt Titties, Cuban Jerry, Defon Jerry, Dopamine Dane Jarius, yeah, we got an OD. Electrical Fennec, Ghost of Alpha, Heeknot, HMT Mayor, Holy Berry Jerry, Hydra Jerry, and Jeffrey, my name is Jeffrey, Gerald of Rivia, Jerry and Tom versus Happy New Year's Werebeard Apocalypse, Jerry the Sussy Baka, Jerry Aldo Rivera, you check out that mustache, Jerry Bean, yum, Jerry Roxas, yay, Jerry says TI got a new engine, hey, get on the road again, I'm proud of you, boy, Jerry role-playing game, featuring the BBEG, Tom the Undying. Yes, but does he steal melons? It's a Linkbeard reference. Judge Jerry and Executioner. Kid Marvelous. Oh, Dude Perfect. King Tom. Smasher of Jerry Zillas. Kitsy Kid. Life of a Guardian. Little Ann Woods. Lucia Lovecraft. Machia CD. Machia CD. CD's nuts. Oh, I did it again. Maybe next time. Midnight Sun, Milkfed Gift, Miss Duchess, Not Invisible Angel, One Leg Jerry, he's working at IHOP. Proud of you, you soldier of industry. Organic Cam, Ghosty, Raptor Art, she's my Jerry Pie, Sheep Steve, Smitty, Warren Jagerman Johnson, Snary, and that's Snob Jerry, Spoonie the Rogue, Spoopy Scary Jerry Ton is relevant all year round, apparently. I take you at your word. Steampunk Ellie, the gaslighting Terry, you must really be out of it. You put that money in the freezer, Red. Are you sure? Then where are my car keys? The Necro Jerry Con, the original Jerry, not to Infinite Jerry and beyond. Definitely. Tuna Fish Jerry, help, a bit of worm shaped like a J, and now I'm stuck in a dark prayer place that smells like low quality mayo. Yet another imaginative iteration of Jerry. Tom promise, Jerry swears, oh no bad Jerry, Tom Bugle Boy, swears just facts, soy size. Go look it up, and by it, I mean another ReddX video. And also thank you to my $1 patrons. Beautiful. You guys absolutely killing it on the Patreon, man. This is an extremely important month for it as well, because January, February, oof, The AdSense is harsh. We are living just by the skin of our teeth here, so big thank you, especially in the first quarter, to all of those patrons. Obviously, I do hope some other people will consider signing up, but if you can't afford the support right now, don't sweat it too hard, guys. I just appreciate you coming on through, hanging out with me, watching the video, because really the views is how my beard
stays so buttered.
I hope that you'll join us again tomorrow. In order to do so, of course, you'll need to keep yourself safe out there. Wash your hands, but also take some time out. Do something that you personally enjoy today. Maybe like watching some more ReddX videos. Huh? Always remember, friends, that you are loved, you are worthy, and you definitely deserve it. I shall see you in the next one. And until then, friends, bye-bye.